Lueroi's Pokemon Sapphire Walkthrough, Part 37. Alright, we're getting ready to take on the Team Aqua admins, so let's jump into this. Wahaha! You're going to meddle in Team Aqua's affairs? You're either absolutely fearless, simply ignorant, or both. You're so cute, you're disgusting, I'll put you down, kitty. I don't get how I can be cute and disgusting, but whatever. So this is the Aqua admin Shelly. It's sort of like a boss fight, I guess you could say, but it's really not that hard at all. If you guys remember back when we were, saving the meteorite and stuff, we fought one of the admins. So yeah, it's not really that hard. She just has 2 Pokemon on her team. So it's really not something to get too worked up about, because it's not like a real huge boss fight or anything. So yeah. First Pokemon's Carvana, easy enough to kill. You've killed a bunch of them already. And Athena's up to level 26, which means it's going to learn a new move, Psychic. Now, Psychic is a really great move. Probably the best type of Psychic move you could get in this game, so I would highly recommend teaching it that. And that's going to be very, very useful. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And Tree Ninja is also almost up a level, but I'm going to switch out because next up is Mightyena, so I'm going to go to Hariyama. Even though it's going to intimidate me and lower my attack, I can probably still kill it. But yeah, this is her strongest Pokemon. Not really too challenging, though. I mean, as long as you have like a fighting type, you can take it out easily. Even if you don't have a fighting type, it's still not going to be too hard. I guess since it has the Intimidate ability, you're probably best off using special attacking Pokemon, but since I have fighting, it's just as useful. So, oh, you lived. Wow. Okay. And yeah, she doesn't even use potions or anything, at least not for me. So yeah, that was really easy. So yeah, I actually thought it would still be harder than that, even though I knew it was going to be an easy battle. You're disgustingly strong. Ah ha ha, we got meddled with unexpectedly. We're out of options. We'll have to pull out. Haha, pull out. And they're like, this isn't the end of Team Aqua, rah rah rah, so then they leave. And this guy is going to thank you for saving his life, and actually I can't do it right now, but if you have an open spot in your party, you can get a cast form, which is it's the only time you can get cast form in the game. It's not really that great of a Pokemon, but it's kind of unique. So yeah, I'm going to go heal and then get out of here. Alright, now that we've defeated everyone in the Weather Institute, we can move on, because Team Aqua will not be guarding the bridge, so I'm taking the experience share off of you, and I'm coming across here, and, let's see. I think I'll do that later. Let's just go up here, and wait a minute, look who it is, it's our rival, May! So yeah, she just happens to be up on this route also, and she's actually going to have a battle with you this time. So yeah, make sure you're healed up and ready to go for this. So, it's like, wow, 2 boss fights in a row. We just fought the admin, now we're fighting a rival. Anyways, her team's going to be just like it was last time, only higher leveled. She's starting off with a Whalmer, so, electric and grass types obviously will work really well. Keep in mind, she will not have a Whalmer on her team if she has a Mudkip. Or in other words, if you started with a Torchic, she's not going to have a Whalmer. But if you chose a Trico, or if you chose a Mudkip, then you'll have to fight this thing. So yeah, Whalmers are not really too threatening offensively. It's kind of annoying to take out. It has really high HP, but other than that, you should, if you can just, hit it enough times, eventually you'll kill the thing. So yeah. And Water Pulse is so annoying because it can confuse you, but it's really not too bad because its attack isn't that great or anything. So this Volt Seed's going to take it out, and yeah, not too hard. That's what she said. So yeah, like I said, her team's going to be just like it was last time you battled her before Mauville City. Only this time, they're, just higher levels basically, around the 30s. In Combuskin, so I'm actually going to switch out just because Tree Ninja can't kill this thing. So let's go to Jelly Belly, yeah. And obviously she will only have a Combuskin if you picked Trico, but whatever starter Pokemon she has, it's going to be at its 2nd stage at level 31, so it's obviously going to be pretty challenging. Combuskin, obviously water and psychic types. Just find its weakness, you probably have something good enough to kill it. I mean, even though her Pokemon are at pretty high levels, it's nothing too hard. I mean, if you could kill, Norman's Slacking, you can probably kill her starter Pokemon, because it's at a lower level anyways. So yeah, that thing's gonna die, and her last Pokemon is gonna be a Shroomish. Now, she will not have a Shroomish if you chose Mudkip, so, yeah, it's still not evolved, so it's really not that hard. And also, in my situation, she has a Combuskin instead of a Numel. She will have a Numel if you didn't choose a Trico as your starter. So yeah, her team's kind of complicated, what it can do. But, you know, it just kind of depends on what you chose as your starter. But really, in my opinion, the battle's not that hard. I think the last battle we had with her was harder than this. Now that you've, you know, caught more Pokemon and raised up your team, it's kind of easy. But anyways, the reward for this is really awesome. She's going to give you an HM. Now, this is HMO2 Fly. Not only is this a really good move in battle, it can also get you from city to city. So you can teach it to, obviously, like a flying-type Pokemon to quickly travel from city to city. Then you won't have to, you know, go through all the routes and stuff. And yeah, like I said, it's a pretty good move in battle as well. It has 70 base power, so you know it's more powerful than Aerial Ace. So yeah, and we're gonna move you up because here's a ninja in this tree. I lurk in the shadows, I live in the darkness. This is my destiny. I emerge to challenge you. Seriously, kid, go home or something. Like seriously, you just sit there in trees all day and pop out, and you're like, woohoo. And this kid's name is Yasu. What kind of name is Yasu? Anyways, we're gonna overheat this thing just because I don't like Ninjask and I want it to suffer greatly. Yes. What is it with ninjas always using like Ninjasks? Like I know it's like Ninjask, but seriously, do they all have to use it just because it sounds like a ninja? Whatever. And Tambora's up to level 26. All right. And that's all you had. Wow. You don't need to admit defeat. I know I beat you. Anyways, let's move on. Oh, wow, another dude. Hidden in a tree. To hide a tree, use a forest. Yeah, whatever, obviously. And more crazy little ninja boys who have the weirdest names like Hideo. Oh, and by the way, like, who's giving these kids swords and stuff? Don't just let little kids run around with swords and capes all day. Anyways, this Coughing's probably gonna die. Yes, and he has one more Pokemon. Yeah, at least I wasn't a Ninjask, though. Wow, he has 2 Coughings on his team. Alright, let's switch since our special attack got lowered to Athena. And oh, wait, I forgot. Athena learned Psychic earlier in the video, so that means I can try that move out right now. Just to see how amazing it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and use it. Yeah, like I said, Psychic is super powerful, like the best Psychic type move in the game. And yeah, it's gonna annihilate like everything, so Athena's pretty much just like got way better, basically. You bow to my superiority. That is nice. Alright. And let's grab these berries really quick. Alright, now I've beaten all the trainers on this route, but before I head to the new city, I'm going to show you one more thing. If you come down here, you can actually use Surf, and you can find some stuff. So, let's see. Oh, you can't do this right now, but if you have the HM Waterfall, which you get later in the game, you can come up here, and you can go up that side, but we obviously can't do that now, so I'm going to show you what's down here. So yeah, I sprayed a repel, so we don't need to worry about any wild Pokemon, so we can come all the way down here, and we will find an item. Here it is. And it's a Leaf Stone, so yeah, that's actually pretty nice, because then, you know, obviously if you have, like, a Gloom or something you want to evolve it, there you go, Leaf Stone. So yeah, I'm going to head back up, and we actually still have a lot more time than I thought. So yeah, we can actually check out the new city right now, so this will be nice. We won't have to make a whole new video just for that. So let's head inside Fortree City, and it's so nice getting here because you finally finished that long route. Anyways, let's heal up. Now, Fortree City is like one of the most creative cities like ever. It's like a whole tree place. It's like tree houses. The whole city's tree houses, basically. So I'm just gonna go through all these houses here. This person will do a trade with like a Skitty, so do that if you want. I'm not really into trades. And she just tells you more stuff about trades. But yeah, the city's so cool. Like, who thinks of this? Like, tree houses everywhere. It's just pretty creative. Anyways, this lady right here, she's gonna do some random thing where she has a coin in her hand, and you have to guess which hand it's in. So, the first time you click right, then you do right again, and then you click left, and then you win. And she's like, oh, your hidden power is so amazing. And then she gives you TM10, which is hidden power. And fun fact, I've actually never gotten like that wrong, because the first time I played, I guessed right, right, left. So every single time I've just like gotten that right. So I've like never gotten it wrong, which is kind of cool. Anyways, this dude right here is like, oh, your Pokedex is so awesome. And this guy's like, oh, Pokedex is blah, blah, blah. I have to wonder, like, if your Pokedex is like in your pocket, how do all these people just see you and they're like, hey, nice Pokedex? Like, how do you even see my Pokedex? But whatever. Anyways, down here's the gym, but there's some strange thing in the way of the gym, so we can't get in there. So we'll figure out what that is later. And this dude right here smells volcano on me because I was running through all those ashes earlier. And oh, and this is kind of cool. When you talk to this guy, he's like, go, bird Pokemon, and his Wingull just like flies out. It's like, what the heck? His Wingull just like ran off. So it's running an errand for him because Pokemon are slaves now, apparently. And this girl says being together with Pokemon makes the world a better place, which, you know, who really cares about that? Anyways, next time we're either going to be heading towards the whatever or doing the whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Find out next time.